All right, Josh Allen. He falls to the he falls to the sword of Patrick Mahomes yet again. Considering everything that happened, Josh Allen arguably played the game of his life. Played the game of his life. Josh Allen. How much blame do you give Josh Allen for this loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, Darnell?
10%.
10%.
I mean, what can you ask from the guy, to be honest with you? Going against a championship caliber team. Like that, I feel that technically couldn't even they handled him in the most clutches of moments, but they couldn't handle him in a sense of, like you said, playing the game of his life. I felt like the Chiefs did a good job of keeping up with the score. But at the end of the day, man, like I feel bad for the guy. I feel like he's gonna be ridiculed. He's gonna be pointed out. People are gonna feel like he's not as good as he is. And I mean, that's not fair. I said this last week. Like, what if he actually does play the game of his life and they lose?
Yeah, that was the
I
question.
literally said
That
that.
was a question for sure.
Or I literally like made a point on that, or I agreed to it. And it's just like that's not right, bro. Like that's what I don't like with what happens to some athletes when they play the game of their lives and they still get the ridicule. Because at the end of the day, somebody has to freaking lose, and whether people like it or not. But sometimes you don't need to play the blame game and put it on the leader every single time. Sometimes it's just like I remember that quote about running out of time because it came from the greatest player of all
I
basketball,
never lost. I just ran out of time.
Bill
Like,
Russell.
was that Bill? I thought that was
Bill
Mike.
Russell.
Okay.
Yeah, if Jordan said it, he got it from Bill Russell because
Okay.
that's the way they played. Like the scores were like literally like 5 or 10 points off when they lost. So it was literally like a matter of like, bro, we had one more game, one more run, we would have had them. Plain and simple. We just ran out of time, bro. Don't even trip. So I look at that, bro. If Josh Allen had like literally 2 more minutes, like he's a legend, or he's rewriting history, or he's slayed Goliath. But the
Mhm.
fact that things just didn't go quite their way, like, and it's sad, bro. It's sad. I feel like he. I feel like I feel like this happened the wrong season. I feel like this game should have happened last season. Because last season I was a fan of Josh Allen. I was cheering for him. I was MVPing him from week one. This season, I feel like I can understand why people do it, but I feel like the scenario is just messed up. It's like he's had too many times. But like I said, last year he played his butt off the whole entire season. Then got to the postseason and just couldn't get it done. He didn't play his butt off. He threw interceptions. He had some turnovers. He had mistakes. This time he didn't. He played perfect. Like for a Russian quarterback, what do you want? So like I said, man, it's unfortunate, man. Like bad timing. But I said they should have swapped the years. If he would have done this, if he would have had the ending he had last year had the ending he had this year, swapped it around, I don't think he would get the ridicule he would have got because he would have had his best year already in front of him with the best performance possible in front of him, behind him, and at that point, people would just be like, "Dude, that was the season he could have got it and just didn't go his way." But the fact that history is the way it is,
You
Josh Allen
saying you
gets the
saying
short
his
end of the stick.
you saying his best season just in like in totality, or you talking about like the playoffs?
Totality. His best
Okay.
season was last year.
Yeah, yeah. His best
He
season was
stunted.
the last year. Yeah, they only
Yeah.
lost 3 games.
So imagine that year with this ending. Do you really be mad at Josh Allen? Heck no, bro. That was a beautiful year. The way it ended off of a kick,
Yeah,
Josh, you did everything, bro. I'm sorry you couldn't
yeah,
make it
yeah. You like you literally gave it all you could.
all year. Like, but the fact that you have like that slump this year, and then you lost in the playoffs, it was like, bro, like, make your mind up. You want to be a winner or a loser? Winner or loser? So I could see the narrative from it, but it's just I don't know, man. It's hard being Josh Allen, bro. Name that the episode. It's hard to be Josh Allen. Ain't nothing go the right way. Said plenty of players have had those kind of seasons where they giving their all and just You know about that. Not to be rude, but Damian Lillard, he'll give you a heck of a season and a heck of a postseason performance to where, like, bro, you did all you could. Like, I can't ridicule you for not getting the job done. You put all you laid out on the court. Same thing with Josh Allen. He just has bad timing with it. It's like you done that last year, bro. You should have played your butt off and had that a not on you situation.
Yeah, Josh
And
Allen
then you probably threw
situation.
picks and shit.
Josh Allen situation is just like off life, can't get right.
They win for losing, literally.
Bruh. So you give Josh Allen 10% as quarterback, as the leader, still with the game, still playing as great as you did. Man. I'm going back and forth between 40 and 60% blame. But I think I may reside at 40 just because I understand and trying to respect the game. He can't kick the ball either. However, I don't know, bro. I may go to 60. I don't know, bro. I may go. It's definitely not 10. Here's why. Here's why. The game is a full 4 quarters. It matters not if you're great for 3 and you're not great when you need to be in the 4th quarter, right? So, I know when I was talking about the defenses for the Chiefs, you wanted to make sure that I gave you full proper context, which is obviously fair. So putting Josh Allen's game in its totality, into its proper perspective going against the Chiefs. Second. 2 seconds. All right. So putting Josh Allen's game into proper perspective against the Chiefs. Josh Allen threw for 186 yards, 66% completion on his passes, had 1 touchdown, no interceptions, and he rushed for 72 yards as well as rushed for 2 touchdowns. It sounds like a great game, right? If you heard that, you would think that's a great game. You think he did all he could. Quarters 1 through 3. Josh Allen had a 76% completion rate. He had 196 total yards. He had 196 total yards. Had a passer rating of 102. Had 3 touchdowns and 0 fumbles. Quarters 1 through 3. When the game was on the line, when it was time to win in the 4th quarter, the money round, you could play horrible and all that be erased in the 4th quarter because you played great. You could play great the first 3 quarters and all of that could be erased because you played bad in the 4th quarter. In the 4th quarter of this game against the Chiefs, Josh Allen had a 50% completion rate, only completed 50% of his passes, had a total of 62 yards, had a passer rating of 56.8, had 0 touchdowns, and he fumbled the ball once. When you hear that, dude, that sound like you gave it all you could, or did you have more you could have gave us to ensure that we could have won this game?
Against the number 1 team, yes, sir. Number 1 defense, yes. Yes, against a number 1, against the number 1 or top 5 defense, absolutely, yes, bro. I'm sorry. You're not playing against a top 10 defense, you're top 5 defense. And that carried them. Not even just a defense that's just like, oh, they're pretty good. No, they carried Patrick to make him like not lose the game or not put it, they secured games. Like Patrick wasn't being insecure this year. They were, like you said, they've been that secret hidden Joker card. So it's not impressive, obviously, but it's definitely like, bro. I mean, do you expect that best defense to crumble against one player? I mean, I mean, I don't think you're MVP this year, obviously, but I mean, dang, dude, like, I mean, what are you supposed to do? That's how I look at him. Just like, bro,
You go, but bro, like you go into the fourth quarter, you're up. Patrick Mahomes is gonna get off. He gonna find a way to either get a touchdown or a field goal. You up in the fourth quarter, Chiefs go up on you, they score, and you get 3 possessions in the fourth quarter to make a way. You was Okafor. And even if you want to like put partial blame and say the kicker missed, okay, that final drive, Josh Allen, you could have got us closer. You could have used your legs, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Get us a first down to get us closer. Who, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just like all them factors. It's just like when you look at that and it's like, hey, did you do everything you possibly could? You got 3 drives in the fourth quarter to win this game, and on one of them possessions, you end up fumbling. I don't, yeah, it's 55, 55, 55, just to give some room and cadence to put blame on the kicker. 55, I give you 55, Josh. But I don't, I'm 60, bro. I'm sorry. The fourth quarter holds a lot of value, bro. Fourth quarter holds a lot of value. 60% on Josh Allen. He got to take 60% of the blame of that. 60%. 60% Josh, 20% the kicker fault, and the other 20 you could put on coaching or in the defense or uh Stephon Diggs dropping that catch early on. So yeah. I'm gonna give you 60%, Josh.